Boys and girls. Okay, just a quick one to show you what we've been up to. This is my class 34 GM, one of the previous ones that I built back in the good old days. Now, there was always a slight little problem with the side frames. They are the right frame, but there was things that needed to be added, like that, the horns there. Here we have an interconnect between the bogies that sits under the tank with a knuckle in the middle there. And this being a USA train side frame of a SD70, or a SD40, it never had that. So this one I didn't do it, but on the customer ones I actually built the piece at the back there where that slits in out of brass, but it's a mission. If you follow some of the earlier videos where I built the 34, there's a whole series where I built the 34. You would see what I had to do on these frames to get that this look here. However, couple of problems. The SD40 has been off the market for a while. I'm battling to get parts now. And it's a two-part thing. If you look at the old videos, you will see that it's the two side frames, and then there's a bracket in the middle that connects the two side frames onto the wheels on the motor block. Now look at this. Alright, so we had, here is the USA train frame. And as I said to you, you can see how thin it is. And it's got the inserts there for the power pickup through the wheels, which is a big problem that we had to overcome now. And I think we caught it. So look at this. Tan taran, taran taran, taram. Brand spanking new. This is for Atti's class 35 that he's ordered. So the 35 being different to the 34 in the sense that this is not symmetric. Your front axle is a little back. It always used to bug me that I had to put a symmetrical side frame on a 35. It's a nightmare. Now the reason we could do this is because this front bit on the motor block swivels. Alright? So if you look carefully, you will see it's not entirely in the center. It's slightly back. But look, those wheels are shiny. When that's painted and weathered, I mean, walk back with me. I weathered them. This wasn't too badly weathered, but you can see that you can barely see the wheels. If that's weathered, you won't even notice that. The side frame being correct is to me more important than the actual fact that it is not entirely in the middle of the wheel there. It's close enough. Now, also, I had to build the brakes here, like Fiona calls it, the boomerangs. This is now all printed in. So the only thing that needs to happen on this side frame now is hole there, hole there, hole there, air pipes, and that is the end of that. Then I can put it on. Now, the problem being that the SD40, the USA Trains SD40 blocks that I use, and the side frames and the connector blocks, everything has been off the market for a while. You can still get parts, but they're getting scarcer and scarcer, and it worries the hell out of me. So I'm going to order from them soon 20 of these blocks again, so that I have stock. But we reprinted this mounting block, based it on the USA Train one because it works so well, but we modified it a little so that it can work with our side frame. Now let me show you. Look, I've only got one hand here now. Let's just take it off here. You see, because we're running the bearings in there, you see. Now you see this slot up there. That is where the wire is going to go into the bearing housing, and we'll pick up that way. I've done the red one like that, works perfectly. So then we'll pick up through the bearing, and we'll pick up through the shoe there. Also, the nice thing with this side frame is that it hides that shoe tremendously. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get it. Oh yeah, and let me show you Now, the block, the mounting block, check how nicely it fits in there. Nice and snug, and then through those two holes there, it actually bolts into the side frame there, and that goes over the motor block, and it obviously runs on here. So then I have my mounting of my blocks sorted. Now tell me that's not brilliant. I think it's brutal. Now you can see here that the outer layer is resin, so we get the detail, and for strength the inners are PETG. Alright, so that we don't have problems with bearings breaking out or anything like that, because this bit here actually takes all the way to the loco. Alright, but man, if I get this on, I will get the Nobel Prize for peace. Or for and it's on. Alright, so then that actually sits on top there. I left a space here for the wires to go through from the blocks. Okay, we only got the one. This frame, all this is just touch stick on with press stick. They're printing the ones tonight, the complete ones. But that's a very, very pretty side frame. And the best thing that's going to happen is that it's going to push this to the correct spacing under the chassis, because I've always been slightly narrow. It's going to move it to the correct space for, you know, on the models, and the model will just look so much better. So that's going to go under here. I will do the pivots tomorrow when I get the other frame. I can work out the pivot points, because I don't want to drill the holes in the chassis now, because I'm not entirely sure that this is exactly at the same spot as these old ones were. And that's about that. Very, very chuffed with the way things are progressing. I think we're on the right path here. Also, you can see now the interlock between the two bogies. It's much wider out now. It's sitting in the right position. I might even in the future somewhere for one of mine or whatever, I'll make a plan and see if I can't maybe do a bracket here that swivels. You know, model railways, we're turning much, much tighter than we are in real life. So I don't think that's a very good idea, but at least I can get that beam right up to here now and make it look right. Even if I just leave a little space there, it will look right. So I am so chuffed with that. It would be first price. We can make these two bearings turn, but because this front axle swivel, we've got no pip there. You can see in there, there's nothing that, it's not attached to the frame. It's only on the rear too, so we can't make that front one turn. If it wasn't for that, man, we would have been gone. We would have been gone. So, brilliant stuff, dudes. Let me just show you quickly before we go. I've got I want to do a very, very shiny one for myself. So there is the new, I polished that with Tamiya, sprayed it with Tamiya, polished it with Tamiya stuff, brutal. And yes, so, and then this side, I am busy with the doors, sticking the doors on. Check how nicely the handles came out, eh? Absolutely brutal. I think this is going to be a very, very pretty train. Couple of things I'm waiting for, which they promised I'll bring tomorrow, and then I am done. Okay, here I can show you, now that it's out, this is the new resin control station. Very pretty. So I can do my gauges in there, do the glass with UV resin, put all my handles and stuff in there, and this is going to be so pretty. The small little cupboard, we also got in here now, and the little vents on it, which is a very hard thing to model. I used to make those with pieces of plastic. Check how easy it is now when it is just printed on. Lovely, man. Lovely. There's a decal on here as well. So I can't wait to build these things. This is the new pilot. Very, very nicely detailed. So, man, I can't wait to finish this one. It's the next step up. You know, it's getting better and better and better. Actually up to a point where I go, yesy, did I build that? It's really, really nice. I must say, I'm so chuffed. So this year, I'm going to sand this down like I did on the other side. They've already did me a vernier, which I'll get tomorrow. So also these will be way more pronounced. And then that's that. So guys, there's it. We're not sitting still. Also, we've done a lot of work in the room. But that I will do in another video. I will show you what we're busy with. Right. Okay, guys, I'm going to go to bed. It's late. You folks have a lovely weekend. We speak later. Goed, tot ziens.